Hi everyone, it's Joey Remini from seekingbalance.com.au. I have a great question. This one is, how do I escape the sensation fear cycle? In other words, how do we remove the fear of these persistent repeating sensations? So first of all, sensations hold a story. And so if I feel sort of like light, open pulses moving through my heart, it's possible the story is I'm intrigued, I'm curious, I'm connected, I belong here. Ooh, more please, right? Or that exact same sensory pulse moving through my chest and upper body might hold the story, get away from me, no way, too much, don't touch me, I don't want this. So the thing is each person has their own unique relationship to their sensations. Sensations can be thought of as like patterns, moving vibrational patterns in the body. For many of my clients, these are through the ears and the spine. So it's a lot of sort of moving signals and sound signals and kind of out of body signals, right? So it's feeling like an astronaut in space or cotton wool in the head. Honestly, I've heard it all. There are so many different sensory landscapes. The question is, do they feel safe with that sensation? Or does it trigger a trauma response? And therefore, that sensation fear cycle, fight, flight, freeze, fawn. So I think the first thing to do is just to name it. Just say, I'm in a fear sensation cycle. Like I've got this thing, whether it's my tinnitus, my dizziness, my vertigo, my anxiety, my muscle clenching, my knee pain, my womb pain, whatever it is, right? You've got your thing. And when it comes up, perhaps you instantly go into shame, blame, and judgment. That's the cycle. That's the knee-jerk reaction. All we want to do in the beginning is catch that. All of these skills and tools, by the way, are in the Rocksteady program, and we talk about this in detail as well in my Sensing Ground community. So we want to be able to be in relationship with our body sensations in a loving way, in a way that is not in like a trauma habit reflex. We are all riddled with these random stories and fears, so it's totally, totally normal. The question is, can we pause and simply notice it? Oh, I've got that thing, and oh, I'm having that response. Naming it, noticing it. Get to know it, observe it. What happens? What muscles clench? What happens to your heartbeat? What happens to your breathing? Do you freeze and perhaps just go temporarily confused and feel blank, right? That's a classic freeze response. So simply noticing that gives you something to work with. So if I go with the example of the freeze response, maybe I'm hearing some tinnitus, maybe I'm feeling a little bit off kilter and dizzy, maybe I've got some kind of unknown anxiety percolating. So I get the contraction, the inward dense, icky feeling, right? And then I start to potentially go, oh my God, I'm doing something wrong. Something's not right. I must be wrong, right? So I get that instant self-shaming because I feel wrong, therefore I must be wrong. That is a classic fear sensation loop. Something feels wrong, therefore I must be wrong. So that can put us into a freeze response, which means like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I feel and I don't know what to do, right? Oh my God, I can't take care of myself. I don't know my needs because I don't know what my needs are. I don't know how to ask for my needs to get met. What do I do? Simply pause and notice the clutter, the confusion, the freeze. Breathe. All you need to do in that moment is breathe and observe. Breathe and observe. And if I could give you just two words to offer yourself in that moment, rather than scrambling for journaling or tapping or the fix, right? Just stay with the freeze, stay with the confusion, and give yourself permission to do nothing more than breathe. There's no problem to fix. You're simply observing the freeze signal. And the two words I would give you would be to say to yourself, I'm here. And if you want two more words or three more words, tell me more. In other words, I'm here for your body. And if you want to give me more information, I'm listening. Tell me more. And then you might get a little bit more freeze and a little bit more confusion and a little bit more stuck blocked feelings, right? Because you're still frozen, and that's normal. I'm here for you. Tell me more. I'm here for you. When you're ready, tell me more. Keep breathing and just notice what happens when you stay with the fear sensation cycle. And what's likely to happen is some of the fear stories will come up. Really common fear stories will be, I'm not good enough. I don't know what to do. I can't take care of myself. I don't know what my body wisdom is. I don't understand these symptom cycles. I don't know how to use neuroplasticity. I wish I could heal like other people. I'm stuck. They're not. So basically, a lot of this, I can't do this. I'm not enough variations. A lot of those stories will surface. And what we want to shift them to is to say, well, I'm feeling my freeze state and I can do this. I can feel freeze because that's all it takes to interrupt, heal, integrate, and shift the fear sensation cycle. So instead of being afraid of the quote unquote symptoms, the big sensations, the not quite right sensations, instead of being afraid of them, we actually drop into, I'm going to be loving towards this freeze state which was triggered by the tinnitus, let's say. So we're coming into the cycle and keeping our loving awareness and presence there. Do nothing more than that to begin with and see what happens, because what you're doing is you're breaking the fear cycle by bringing your loving awareness toward the fear cycle. It may not show up as freeze. It could show up as a fight. I want to get rid of this. I want to Google everything. I want to fix right now. I'm angry. I'm angry at myself. I'm angry at the doctors. I'm angry at Joey. I'm angry at everyone, right? So you could get a fight response. I'm here for you. Tell me more. You're really angry. You've got that fight. Tell me more. So this is your dialogue with your body. You move into the fight cycle. You don't fight with the fight. You observe the fight. You might want to write down all of your rage and write down all of your anger and write down everything you want to fight about and everyone you want to fight with and just get it onto paper, right? So you want to get to know it, befriend it, have space for it. Say, I'm here for you. Tell me more. The flight cycle is when we want to run away. That's when we medicate, have alcohol, have another coffee, call a friend, put on a TV series. That's when we're in flight. We're avoiding feeling. We're running away from the tinnitus. We're running away from the dizziness. We're running away from the pain and anxiety. So what do? We pause, we breathe, and we notice, I'm avoiding. I'm distracting. I'm running. I'm in flight. I'm just going to breathe here and notice that I'm in flight. I'm going to breathe here and notice that I'm turning away from myself. And you don't necessarily have to stop drinking the coffee or calling the friend, but you're picking it up. You're noticing that I'm avoiding feeling what I feel. It's too much for me to hold in this moment. So I'm avoiding, I'm numbing, I'm disconnecting. And in the module 3 part of the Rocksteady program, I say, don't stop doing what you're doing. Keep doing it, but simply bring gentle awareness. I'm numbing in this moment. I'm in flight. And as you build up your resilience and build your bandwidth and build up your capacity to stay present and body scan more, you'll notice that you can actually notice the flight, but not need to distract yourself by calling a friend or opening the fridge or, popping another pill and medicating. That you'll notice you can actually breathe, remind your body that I'm here for you. I'm not running away. Let's stay with this together, and you learn to be loving toward the whole experience. So notice that this is actually not about the symptoms or the sensations. It's about the emotional reaction and the story that the symptoms or sensations trigger. So what we want to do is to have new stories. We want those stories of the tinnitus sounds could be, wow, I'm really connected and tuning in. What are you telling me here? There's wisdom coming through. So it's like I'm receiving something. There is something coming here in through sound. What's the message? What's the connection? And we can really drop in with loving curiosity. What am I learning in this moment? What's the download? So we're shifting our relationship to being present with the sensations. As we remove the fear, the sensations come and go much more quickly, much lighter, much less emotional loading. So I hope that's useful and helpful, but It's a fantastic question. It's a fantastic tool to be able to observe your fight, flight, freeze, fawn cycles. If I speak to fawn quickly, that's the people pleasing. Um, so let's say we have the tinnitus or the dizziness or the anxiety, and we will instantly look outside of ourselves for how we can please other people rather than focus on our own needs. So let's say the tinnitus is actually the body saying, my boundaries are being violated. I am not being respected in this workplace or in this relationship. Instead of turning in toward that signal and saying, okay, body, tell me more. What do I need to know? How do I need to advocate for myself? How do I need to sharpen my boundaries and create a stronger container for my nourishment? Instead of completing that internal conversation and that process, the fawn response would be to cut that connection and look outside. Okay, can I buy them a coffee? Can I give them a lift? Can I cook them a meal? Can I do something for somebody else because I feel unsafe with my own signals? Or maybe if it's like a workplace situation, maybe I'm scared that I'll lose my job if I speak up. So I'm just going to please my boss and ignore my signals. I'm going to allow the violation and please my boss. So that's a classic fawn response, people pleasing response. As we observe these, as we get to know them, we actually naturally begin to dismantle them, and we have new tricks, skills, and tools that arise. Great question. We can have more of these conversations in our monthly community calls in my Rock Steady program or Sensing Ground program. Visit seekingbalance.com.au to learn more about how you can participate and join these programs if you're looking for more support for moving through difficult sensations and breaking these automated fear cycles, which are really, really healthy and normal for a short period of time, but then we want to outgrow them so we're not living in fear sensation cycles. We want to have a loving relationship with all of our bodily sensations, all of them. So it's a little bye for now.